Hi there. We are at Guitar Summit in Mannheim. This is the Rosengarten and the summit is happening right over there. I've already got to spend a couple of hours inside the summit and it is overwhelming. I've barely touched the ground floor and we spent a couple of hours in the -1 floor. So there's a lot to do and lots of cool people to see. Right now I'm going to meet with Philip from Dingwall and we are going to spend some time filming some videos. And I'm going to get to try out custom Dingwall basses for the first time in my life, including the new headless bass that they just announced. I'm very stoked. This day has been great, although already long. The clock is 3 p.m. and I've already been awake for 12 hours. So it'll be a long day and I'm glad to have the rest after the day is over. But here's some footage of me trying out the custom shop Dingwall basses for the first time. Let's roll it. Okay, so Guitar Summit was a very different trip to what I expected. I was expecting to mostly just cruise through the booths in solitude and vlog in an orderly fashion, but instead I ended up meeting so many new people and cool people that I've only before seen online that at the end of the third day my voice was totally shot from all the talking and laughing. It was an incredible event that I'm going to cherish forever, but as a result I didn't get to film nearly as much as I intended. I also managed to contract a flu that has kept me bedridden for the past week. So anyway, here are my thoughts on the new Dingwall Headless bass. The Dingwall Headless bass is the newest addition to the Dingwall custom shop line of instruments. This is of course a highly requested design from Dingwall and apparently it has taken years or decades for it to come to fruition. The wait really paid off here, as this was by far the best headless bass that I tried at the event. If you've ever played a Dingwall instrument, you should know that their instruments, even at the import line, are already extremely high quality. So you might be wondering whether paying for the custom shop instruments makes any sense, apart from getting nicer colors and extremely good looking tops. After having the opportunity to spend some time with the custom shop instruments, I'll have to say that there is a very profound difference between the import line and the custom shop line, and that is not only limited to the looks of the instruments. My friend Ivan had a very good way of putting it. The custom shop instruments feel like one big piece instead of just a neck and a body bolted together. To me, the finish and resonance of the custom shop models were on a whole another level compared to the import models. But whether paying the price for just that resonance and the different colors is worth to you is of course always a personal decision. Personally, I fear that the price point for most of the custom shop models will prohibit me from purchasing one anytime soon, but it doesn't stop me from dreaming about it though. But yeah, back to the effigy. Let's go through what it's equipped with, or perhaps I will let Sheldon Dingwall do the explanation. Go right ahead.
I saw that you released the new effigy model.
Yes.
And congrats on the release. I know that it has been in the works for a long time. How do you feel now that it's out in the open?
Oh, I'm really, really happy. You never know if people are going to enjoy it or if they're going to, tell you it's terrible.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I didn't care because I was happy with it.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be everything that I'd hoped.
You've been working on it for a long time. I think you mentioned like 20 years.
Yeah, 2004. When I was looking through my drawings, that was the oldest drawing I had on it.
Okay.
So it might have been longer than that, actually.
Yeah. Can you talk us through the features that you've chosen for the effigy base?
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'll start with the name. I work in computer-aided design. I don't use pen and paper. It's all computerized. And so I was working with all kinds of different surfaces, trying to create something that was unique, that was comfortable, that had never been seen before. And all these surfaces were kind of intersecting each other. And also at the time, I was also visiting a lot of Frank Gehry buildings. So the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, for example. And I just started to notice how these surfaces started to look like a Frank Gehry building.
Okay.
And his initials are F-O-G.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't want to call it a fog guitar, so that F-O-G, effigy.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with the word effigy, and it's just an ode to Frank Gehry.
Okay, yeah.
Anyhow, another one of my mentors was Philip Kubicki.
Yeah.
And so you see the katana shape.
Oh, okay.
That came from the Kubicki. Yeah, and then the X Factor also had the sort of outturned horn there. Mm-hmm. And so that's another reference to Kubicki.
Okay, yeah.
And then also, because there's no headstock, we needed ways for people to identify this as a Dingwall.
Yeah.
It's so hard when it's on like television or something. It's so hard looking at it. Even I have trouble recognizing our own bases.
Yeah.
So that's why we kept a similar Dingwall shape on the body.
Yeah.
We went back to the very first inlays that we did, modernized them a little bit. The top, you look at it, it's been radiused.
Okay.
And then it's also been influenced by marimba bars.
Yeah.
When I was in Tolman last year, they have, 20 marimbas, and I was able to try different kinds of rosewoods and maples and ebonies.
Yeah.
And so I tried to incorporate the thin center and the thick ends of a marimba bar. And so this is not only the thickest body we've ever made, it's also the thinnest body we've ever made.
Yeah.
And just put your hand right there and just feel that resonance.
It's very alive.
Yeah. And so that was one of the things that I was so happy about. So I didn't care if anybody liked the bass or not. To be able to play a bass that you can feel like that, to me, is such a magical thing.
Yeah. People keep talking all about tone woods and so on, but it's always an important thing, especially for me, that I can feel what I play through the bass.
Yes.
Because it tells me that it's doing the right thing.
I mean, I can agree with the people that don't think wood makes a difference in tone. It does, but not to the audience member.
Yeah.
And maybe not if there's distortion. But we've all experienced instruments that felt like they were fighting us.
Yeah.
And then we've experienced basses or guitars that feel like the tone just explodes off your fingers, and you feel like you could do anything and you play better. Well, okay, that's the wood that's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea behind the marimba bar, so the thinned out center is to increase the resonance.
The resonance.
Yeah.
And it really works well.
Yeah. And I noticed when I tried this one out that it also sits very comfortably against your body, perhaps because of the carved out mid-center there.
That was a consideration as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a tummy cut that just goes all the way through.
Yeah. Very, very mild and subtle, but it's a tummy cut, yeah.
And so we collaborated with Riviera Gear, Federico Pecci.
Yeah.
He's got an amazing history. He was a F1 engineer for Red Bull Racing, and then he moved to Ducati, and he was a racing engineer for their MotoGP team.
Okay.
Before he started his hardware company.
Okay, yeah.
And so it's just a pleasure to work with him. This is his tuning system.
Yeah.
We collaborated and put his tuning system on our minimalist bridge.
Okay.
And then added some rollers, and just try how easy that is to tune.
Oh yeah, that's very easy.
Super smooth.
Yeah. Nothing like because sometimes headless tuners, they are small and they have to carry a lot of weight and tension.
Yeah.
They can be a real pain to turn, and you will have sore fingers for days after trying to tune one.
Yeah.
These will feel easy
Yes.
to use and easy to tune, although they are very compact in there.
Yes. And we also want that the experience to feel pleasant. You know, not everything about a bass needs to be painful. So the part that I've been working on the longest has been the locking mechanism at the headstock. So you don't need an Allen wrench. You set it up with an Allen wrench originally, but once you get the tension dialed in, just cut the string. The lever would be up. You insert it into the block and then press the lever down, and it locks it really solidly.
Okay. Yeah.
And it hides the sharp point of the string, so you don't cut yourself.
Yeah.
So you don't need to worry about tools. You just string changes are super easy. And when it comes time to hang the bass on a stand or on the wall, you just pop those out.
Yeah, that's neat. That's very, very convenient. So you set the kind of spring resistance through an Allen key at the back.
Yeah. So there's.
Oh yeah, they're hidden there.
Yeah.
Ah, that's great. That's genius.
Yeah.
And this one has the FD3.
Has FD3s, but you can have any custom shop pickup.
Yeah.
We're only building in the custom shop for the first year. We need. It's a complex instrument, so we need to learn how to make it efficiently.
Yeah.
We will work on a ready-to-play version.
Okay.
No idea how long that's going to take.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of work to do in order to make that happen, but we will.
Yeah.
The Rupert Neve designed preamp.
Yeah.
But again, you could have any.
Yeah, it's a custom
preamp.
shop instrument.
Yeah.
Sure.
Solid finishes only for the first year.
Okay.
And limited to 50 pieces.
Okay. And these are available to order right now.
Dealers have already put them on order.
Okay. Yeah.
And so if you talk to your favorite dealer, hopefully they have one on order and you can put your name down on it. And
Yeah.
The biggest thing that stuck out to me from the Effigy was how playing the 37-inch scale length felt, because I had the chance to play a couple of other headless basses with the same extra long scale length at the summit. With the Effigy, the neck felt like you were playing a standard 34-inch scale model, and you had no issues whatsoever in reaching the first fret. That cannot be said for some of the other headless basses that I got to try there. The Abasi Headless especially felt very clunky to play, with the first fret being essentially in another postcode. Although the scale lengths in both of the basses are the same, the body design and overall design makes all of the difference here. This body design also makes the bass very balanced, so that when you have it in your lap and you let go of the bass, it doesn't lean forward or backward, which is also something that surprisingly few of the other headless basses were able to nail. I think the weight was somewhere around 3.6 kilos, which made the bass comfortable to hold and operate, but at the same time hefty enough so that it didn't slip around in my lap while I tried to play. The tone, of course, is 100% certified Dingwall, but I'm not going to go too deep into the tone, since as this is a custom shop Dingwall model, you can just put any of the custom shop pickups into it. Sheldon speaks of an import version being in the plans already, but as we saw with the SP1, it might take them years to get it right. I think it's a wise decision to keep this model as a limited custom shop run for the first year only, as it will allow them to gain more knowledge and information on how to build these bases as efficiently as possible, which can then really speed up the process of getting an import model out. Personally, I'm very happy for Sheldon to finally be able to get this design out and finalized, as he has been talking about it in interviews for some time now. This base really seemed like something that he was eager to perfect so that they could be put into production. For me, I think that the time he took was well worth it in the end. But that's enough about my thoughts on the base. What do you think about the new Dingwall Headless base? Are you a fan of any other headless base models in general? And if so, which would you like to see reviewed on this channel? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!